Welcome to Chapter 2. This is all about exploring relationships with families, and we're going to pay particular attention to the various theories on families. Here is an overview of all of them. And so the first one is the ecology perspective. If you've learned anything about Bronfenbrenner's theory, you know that that one is a great model of what we're talking about here on how the physical, biological environment, one's social culture, so it could include race and ethnicity. Here is a good example of that model where we look at the family in the very center, and then it expands out to include larger perspectives that have an effect on families. Family life course development framework. This is where families have predictable changes over time. So as families age, we know that there are certain things that are going to occur within those families. The structure functional perspective. These are how families perform essential functions for society. So we look at family structure, again more on cross-cultural, historical types of things that happen within families. The Interaction-Constructionist Perspective. By means of interaction, humans construct their own socioculture within their families. So it's the family dynamics that create this structure. The exchange theory proposes that an individual's greater independence is based on the resources that yield control in that family. So the resources that involve individuals can build up within that family. It's based on the resources, the rewards and costs, which could relate to family power, also within social networks and social support. The family systems model is where they see the family as a whole. It's more of a balance and equilibrium within the family. We know today that the feminist theory can create conflict because we see families as being male-dominated. And we have families today that aren't male-dominated. And so the multiracial feminist theory emphasizes the intersection among gender, race, and class inequality that's typically maintained by male power. Patriarchy refers to a society in which males have power over females, especially in the family. And of the groups mentioned in the question that you're going to see that the democratic-leaning women between the ages of 18 to 34 would be most likely to believe that patriarchy exists in the United States. They believe that it's more challenging for women to get ahead in the workplace. However, feminists still seek to equalize opportunity and power between genders. The biosocial perspective is where physiology interacts with social. So evolution has put in place certain biological endowments that shape and limit family choices. So what we inherit, genetics, hormones, brain processes, all have an interaction within that. And then the attachment theory is the last slide that we're going to cover during this overview. Hopefully these that I've gone over will be helpful when you get to the Mind Tap activities. But early childhood experiences with a caregiver shape their psychological attachment styles. So we have secure attachment, that the child feels very securely attached to the adult, so they feel comfortable in their presence, and they may not even stay by them particularly all the time, but they know they're there and they can look up to them and feel safe with them. Insecure or anxious, you might see the child clinging to this parent because they feel so insecure and anxious that they can't let the parent go. And then the third is the avoidant attachment, and they just don't care about the parent. They don't really have a close attachment at all, and they will avoid the parent. So I hope you enjoy the rest of these slides. I will let you read them on your own. Thank you.